Let's have this conversation now. The truck driver blockade on the N3 at Harrismith that took place earlier this morning has now been cleared. Police are monitoring key routes in KwaZulu-Natal. This is after the All Truck Drivers Forum of South Africa said that it would not give in, I beg your pardon, says that it did not give the go-ahead for this national shutdown. Meanwhile, the African United Borders Bus Truckers Association says it's condemned the shutdown, distancing itself from any blockages. Their chairperson is Mukhwathi Phumudzo, who joins us now via our video link. Mukhwathi, thanks very much indeed for your time. Thank you very much for speaking to the SABC News Channel. I just want to kind of get a clear understanding of where we're standing at the moment. So whilst this national shutdown has been canned, at least for the moment, your organization was always against this strategy, even though you also believe that the current composition of the labor force in the industry should be changed.
No, thank you very much for the viewers and the listeners at home. Indeed, we are very concerned about the threat of the national shutdown because for this protesting against the foreign national, because we know that we suffer a huge loss due to the closure of the Bombo border post. So we believe that that is not the permanent solution, for which we believe that the permanent solution for this problem, we believe that dictatorship, the greed and selfish of power by some of our African leaders and the president within the SADC are the root cause of the high unemployment, the jobless and overpopulated, which contribute to the crisis here in South Africa. So if maybe we can root out the dictatorship and the violation of human rights in our neighboring countries, that's where we can have a solution for this problem of jobless. And also, if maybe this tool of unfair election, where some of the dictatorship within the SADC or African leaders, they use what you call the army and the soldiers and the police in order to win their election. In fact, they elect them. So on the process, we found that innocent people, the human rights are violated, which lead people to cross illegal to come to South Africa. And that's why here we are today in this problem, because some of the association of the truck, they are complaining of some of our brothers and sisters who come to look for the green pastures here, to look for the jobs, due to the same problem caused by the dictatorship. And these problems also affect our industry. The blockage of highway and the banning of trucks, it also affects even the investors, the decline. That's why soon you were hearing each of some of the countries, they ban import and export of citrus fruit from our country, which is total bad. That's why we are calling to say each and Africa country must take Botswana as an example for free and fair election. That's why you will not hear the Botswana truck drivers coming to South Africa, because their country is stable. There is no violation of human rights. Everything is stable. Even our trucks from that side, it is also protected. Our assets, it is also protected. That's why we are also calling further to the president of South Africa to engage even the government of Namibia on the upcoming election, that it must be free and fair election in order to prevent the same problem happen in Mozambique, where some of our trucks were looted. Remember, we don't get any support or finance from SADC or AU. So we are calling president to intervene, because these problems, it also causing violence here in the country. And also, we don't deny that South African must not be employed. There must be 80% of South African must be employed here in the country. But at least 20% must be the foreign truck drivers, in order to promote what we call African continental free trade market,
Sure.
so that this will also prevent the violence, also attack on the South African truck plate registration and their drivers when we travel to certain countries such as DRC and other countries.
All right. Mukhwathi, I think you were able to get through all the points you wanted to make in that one response. We'll have to leave it there. Thank you so much for speaking to us. That's Mukhwathi Phumudzo, who's the chairperson of the African United Borders Bus Trucks Association. And this is after, of course, anticipation mounted that there might be some kind of blockade. It seems that's been called off, at least hasn't materialized in ways in which people would have planned it to.